चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरदाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरोधिने च नमो बिल्विने च कवचिने च नमः
Hi Ram.
We're here with Shrikant Vadde today, and Shrikant is a member of our Sai Center who has introduced a very important initiative for us, which was the Go Green initiative. Shrikant, would you like to share any stories or experiences you have with Swami?
Thanks to Swami for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences. I would like to start off by sharing my very first experience where I physically saw Swami. So I first saw Swami in 1986 when I was very 8 years old, but I did not have much of a recollection of that visit because I was very young. But in 97 again, like I had the opportunity to come back. I mean, Swami's grace that I was pulled back into his fold. In 1999, for Swami's 74th birthday, as part of the Hyderabad Seva Dal, I also went there to Puttaparthi. I arrived there on November 18th, 1999. I still remember that first darshan of Swami where I saw, we just got on the train from Dharmavaram, we took the bus to Puttaparthi and we got on the bus stand and it was like 7:15 like that. I guess. He was coming on the men's side and I still remember his face, any picture of Swami that we see actually is it does not match the brilliance and the radiance and the love that emanates from his physical presence and his and the vibration that is around him when you physically see him, right? And I still remember that he was coming and he was slowly moving, waving his hand giving vibhuti and everything, and I was in tears. And then there was a beginning of my 2-week stay in heaven, I would say, because those 2 weeks I would cherish for the rest of my life. I still remember the first day I had the opportunity to sit close to him. I mean, sit in the first line of the darshan for almost 2 weeks, from November 20th onwards till December 2nd, I believe so. So anyway, so all I still remember, when darshan starts, there was a darshan music played, and then Swami used to come, and everybody as the sunflower directs itself to the sun. Everybody used to see Swami, and it was so beautiful. Later on in my life, many years later, I understood each facet of it. Right? There were many things that happened in that 2-week period, but each of that actually had so much implication later on in my life that it just prepared me for the battles ahead, I would say, right? So I'll share one experience there, where I met one more person from Venezuela, I believe so, or some country. He was an elderly person, in the 50s, and we were just talking after the darshan was finished. He said, I want to show you something. You want to come to my room? And I said, okay. Then I went to his room, and he said, he said, I actually, Swami's robes, I'm the one who actually do the laundry for it every day. So I said, really? Okay. Then I said, yeah, I want to show you the robe and I want you to wear it. I said, what? Are you kidding me? I said, then he said, yeah, I want you to wear it because something is telling me that I should give it to you and you should wear it. Then I said, I will not wear it, but I will just put it on myself like this. So basically, he I think every weekly once they take the Swami's robes, and then they go to Chitravati and wash it and bring it. They all press it, and he's the one who has to go back to Swami and give it. So he literally had the robe, actually the orange robe which Swami was wearing on a regular basis. So he gave that robe to me, and I still have the picture actually of me wearing that thing, 99. So that was another incredible experience, I would say, because after that, like, there was no need for a robe, right? You know, I see people having robes in their homes as a offering, as a token of love of Swami, right? But I never had that urge, because maybe before even that urge arised, he just fulfilled it, right?
In a big way.
In a big way, because without even me asking for it, that was given. I remember, like, there was this very poor person, very, I mean, like, he was very like, humble person, but not much of a background. I think he was going through some financial trouble in his family, and like I was just sitting there as in doing my duty, and we were all waiting for Swami's darshan in the afternoon. So he's like, I came here just to see Swami. I want to give him a letter. I am, like, so much. He was sharing all his troubles. So then Swami came in the afternoon darshan, and like that day he came very close. Like his robe touched my shoulder, because I had to face the crowd, and Swami was behind me, basically, right? So, and this man was there, and he was like, Swami, I want to. Swami was like so gently saying that, kucho, sit down, and then I know, he said. And I just heard those two words direct, because we all hear Swami's talk from radio sai, all this from the mic or the recorded thing, but listening to his physical voice directly is totally different. Again, like same as I explained earlier, right? Like, and I still remember those two words were packed with so much love and so much concern. I still can remember that with what intensity that person must have prayed, and that Swami also equally responded in that same manner, right? We don't need an explicit miracle to understand his presence or like feel his presence. Everything that we see around us actually he's speaking. Actually, if you have the vision and the ears to hear the sound, he is actually speaking, and we just have to be very pay close attention to it. He is listening to it every day. I mean, like, he is within our hearts, and even this conversation he is listening.
चाशुरदाय च नमः शूराय चापबिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूधिने च नमो बिल्विने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च